Hello, my name's Miles, and this is the Secret Games on Steam, the gaming series where I look at the games that have fallen through the cracks of the Steam store. So this is the first time that I'm actually changing up the name officially of the series. It used to be called Steam Graveyard, now it is called The Secret Games of Steam. That's the title that I decided to go with, so hopefully that works out pretty well. But pretty much exactly the same format. If you're new to the series, then what I like to do with this is to check out games that nobody's ever played, nobody's ever even seen sometimes, that just lie dormant on Steam. And sometimes we come across some very strange things, and sometimes we come across brand new hidden gems that nobody's ever really played before. So it's a very exciting series, I think, and all about discovery and finding new games that are hidden away. And so once again for today, I'm jumping into a game blind. I don't know much about it. I'm not even sure what sort of genre it is. It sort of looks like a shooter game with a bit of puzzle, but really, I'm not quite too sure. But it looks interesting, and I wanted to say, first of all, that it's actually by the same developer as Pineapple Smash Crew. Now, that was certainly a hidden gem of a game. I mean, it had great action, great pacing, great music and graphics, a retro feel, but with a contemporary modern type of gameplay. It was just really fantastic, and anybody who hasn't checked that video out, or even went out and bought that game, it's pretty cheap. I certainly recommend that you check out both. But for today's video, we're checking out Deep Under the Sky. Okay, just jump straight in, very abrupt. No title screen or anything. The faint glow of Venus is one of the oldest mysteries in astronomy. The first observers thought it might be giant fires burning away verdant jungles or people... Wow. So the thing that really made me jump up and notice this game was the visual style. It looks gorgeous. From the screenshots, at least so far. And yeah, this looks like it's not going to disappoint. This game only has one button. Interesting. And the music's quite dynamic, I like that. It sort of picks up right as the intro sort of finishes. Okay. Okay, so I just keep pressing space. Tap to launch little jellyfish. Tap again to explode. Explode near nests to plant babies. Fill every nest to perpetuate your species. Oh, I missed it, did I? No, I guess I got it. A very obtuse game. Wow. I was expecting a little bit more like a title screen with a menu and everything like that. It pops up whenever I press escape, but yep, you just get thrown straight into it. But that's good. I mean, if you take a game like Dark Souls, that's very obtuse, and it's famously so. It doesn't hold your hand in terms of gameplay, and it certainly doesn't hold your hand during story exposition. It's a very lore-heavy and actually story-heavy game, but very hard to really decipher it all. Certainly in one playthrough. But that's interesting. It brings a certain charm to the game, and it makes it something mysterious. It sort of elevates it above just being a video game and turns it into like this lost text kind of thing. It's very interesting. So yeah, I can appreciate that. So let's shoot the jellyfish and explode there. No, okay, so we've got to get down to get a little bit further each time, I guess. So hit those ones. Okay, so we're just converting the orange things into jellyfish. So do I just keep shooting and converting them? Now fly up to the next area. Okay. Chapter 1 done. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting. Very different. That's what I love. I love anything that's a little bit different, a little bit strange, and this definitely seems to be on the odd side. Now you can jet like a squid. Why not? And then tap again to explode. Okay. This shows what will happen when you tap. So you've got a series of actions. First tap launches, second jets, third tap explodes. Okay. So launch. Jet. Okay, okay, I guess it guided me the first time around. Let's try that again. Get the trajectory going. And perfect. Cool. What now? I suppose I've got to go down to the far right, so... Yeah, there we go. Missed that one on the left, though. See if I can get it here. Oh. And yeah, I guess that's the second level done, or chapter 2. Oh, so it's chapter 1, but it's multiple levels for each chapter. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so let's continue with this quirky little game. And blow it up. So the actual gameplay seems simple enough, but you can see that it probably does get pretty involved as it goes along. Not that many... well, only one control, one button. But you've really got to think about what you're doing. Nice. Got both of them. The music looks nice as well. Sort of heightens that sort of mystique about the game. And it really is gorgeous. All of the tracing colors and everything. And yeah, it's very nice. I like very natural games as well. I said this with my my video for Minimized. God, I got the name of that game wrong like 3 times in that recording. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I kept saying minimalized. I kept saying minimalized. It was minimized. Still having difficulty with it. Anyway, yeah, sometimes you know, simple can work. And it's a very interesting change of pace. You know, not every game has to be this big, complicated, convoluted mess. And certainly not every game has to be, you know, the most exciting thing that you've ever played. Absolutely riveting. Sometimes it's nice to just pick up something that's different and let's just sort of chill out. Oh, I don't know what I was doing there. Okay. Oh, it reminds me of... I mean, it reminds me a little bit of Worms, but there was a game, like the precursor to Worms, I think was Tanks? Or something like that. I'll have to... I'll show it on the screen. But it was this tank game where you had to figure out the trajectories for all of your shots. And that was the entire game, was just getting all your shots lined up perfectly. So it's a little like that. Oh, we've got like little jumping square-headed frogs now. Oh, this level's massive, it seems. Well, you know what? I hadn't even thought of trying to hit the stars. But those seem to be like some sort of special bonus thing? A special bonus thing. That's very descriptive. Well, hey, I don't know. Can you blame me for being a little confused about this game? Ah, close, but not quite. Just have to get it like that, and... yeah, it's like a perfect trajectory for that one. Ah. So, yeah, there might be a lot of trial and error. Hope everybody is patient with me. There we go, we got one. Let's try for another. Nice. I'm getting the hang of it. So yeah, someone was recently talking to me about, they were saying like, why don't you just do, well, why don't you just do Fortnite? They were also mentioning another game, Killing Floor 2, which I actually do play a lot of in my spare time. And that's actually where I met them. And I said to them, well, I mean, yeah, I could go off and I could play Fortnite and Killing Floor 2 or Call of Duty and Battlefield and all that stuff, but I'd probably just make one video of it and then that would be it. And everybody else is doing that. I mean, why not do something different? Why not expand your own horizons and everybody else's? Who doesn't love finding new games that are completely undiscovered? And this is what the gaming series is all about. And today I have certainly found something that is gone very undiscovered. This game, along with every other one that I review for the series, or sort of check out, I don't really like to say review, I sort of do more impression videos. Yeah, this is an odd one, and it didn't get much attention. There is not very many reviews on Steam. It doesn't seem like a lot of people purchased it either. But yet here it is, and it's looking awesome. And it plays really well. It's a shame, you know, big developers don't take chances, you know. I mean, I was going to say don't take chances as much as they used to, but I mean, really, they weren't as big back in the day. I mean, you think of someone like EA, who just comes out with the same games just all the time. But, I mean, back in the day, you know, they sort of did. I suppose they were more of a publisher. I'm sort of thinking, I guess, more sort of the things that they published, like Bullfrog games and Syndicate specifically. But, I mean, there was a lot of developers who, you know, took chances. Naughty Dog. The, okay, I've completely lost my groove of this game now, but I'm still trying to persevere. Yeah, I don't know where to go. Anyway, like I was saying, oh, I've got to just take out that first one. Okay. Yeah, Naughty Dog is a good example. I mean, their content is still, you know, pretty good. They put out the Uncharted series. Yeah, that's Naughty Dog. But back in the day, they had, you know, they created games for like the Sega Genesis and probably the Super Nintendo. You know, and those games were kind of different, and yeah, you look back now and they're not that original, but, you know, some of them were pretty cool, and I don't know. I just feel like there should be more... people should take more chances now. I mean, the gaming industry is so much about getting a game that they know that has been proven to be a success and just sort of, you know, touch it up a little bit, give it another coat of paint, and seeing how things go. I'm totally lost here. Oh, it just bounces naturally. Oh, okay. But yeah, so yeah, so it would be nice, you know, to have some more risk involved in, you know, these AAA titles coming out. It's like Dead Space, you know, I think I mentioned that in another video, but that is such a shame, you know, that they closed down Visceral Games. And again, that's EA for you. But they didn't want to take a chance with a horror game. They thought it wouldn't sell, even though horror's doing pretty well these days. You had, sort of on the indie front, you had Remothered, which is a spiritual successor to Clock Tower, which is a gaming series I most definitely will have to check out for, I don't know, some sort of gaming series of mine. But I'll have to showcase those, because those are some of my favorite games. And then things that, like the Outlast series, you know, and, oh, what's that one by the guy, the original creator of Resident Evil? Evil Within. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, like, that's the horror genre, you know, it's doing pretty well these days. And there's a bunch of other ones. Labyrinth. School Called Labyrinth? I think that was it, the Korean one. So that was remade. Although it wasn't very good. But yeah, you know, taking chances and finding new genres. That's what I like to see. Yeah, I'm really kind of getting lost in this gameplay. It's very hypnotic. It's a very hypnotic game. It's good at least that it keeps changing up, you know, the different sort of things that are involved with the gameplay. Oh, that was cool, all the wee frogs jumping around. Well, I sort of knocked them about, I guess. Okay. So I'm trying to bounce it and then get it back up there. There we go. And then away I go again. Yeah, it's a very gentle game, you know. It's nice to not just have something that you just running around shooting things, or, you know, shooting the clothing off women. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my last video, if you're of the age to watch it. But yeah, it's a very relaxing type of game. In terms of gameplay, I think the mechanics, you know, because it is changing things up and it's adding more and more as it progresses, and this is still just chapter 1 as well. I have no idea what happens after this. But, yeah, it's very interesting. And I absolutely adore the look of it. I mean, let's just take a second and just look at all of the colors just phasing in and out. Beautiful, really beautiful game. Probably the most beautiful game I've covered for the series. And again, this is an indie game. So, very, very small developing team, I'm sure. And yet they're able to pull off, you know, a nice, on the surface, simplistic game, but one with very good core gameplay, which looks absolutely gorgeous. You know, I don't even think this is actually out on mobile either, and that's a shame, because this certainly seems like it would be perfect for it. I keep trying to get up to that last one. There's another one even before that, isn't there? Close. Okay, so I've got to bounce off the top one, then the bottom. Right. Okay, so that's pretty tough. Yeah, I like all the little detail, you know, all the gentle swaying of the, I guess, the algae. Okay, I've got to fire it up top. Nope, I don't. I'm not sure. Do I'm trying to, like, springboard it off that first one, but it doesn't seem to be working. There we go. And then away we go again. lovely, gentle, calming game. Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. It seems like it's not the most complicated game in the world. That's fine. It's nice to, like I said, have a break from things and then just play something nice and relaxing and something that's incredibly visually entertaining. But in terms of what else I can say about it, not too much. I'd like to get into it more. It seems actually like it's quite long. I'm still on chapter 1 and I've done, I don't know, 10 levels or something. And it seems like there's another 5 or 8 or more to get to chapter 2. So that would take a bit too long for this type of series. Like I said, I like to do just impressions, you know, just sort of put it on and see what it's like and, you know, give my sort of critique about it and, yeah, give a sort of general recommendation. And for this game in particular, definitely, and this is certainly one of those games that I recommend you dig up, check out, buy, play, and love, because, I mean, wow, it's really impressive. So, yeah, that's all I can really say about it. I enjoyed it. It's always nice and really interesting, you know, to find something that's different and visually stunning at the same time. I do wonder how it progresses, though. I really do. It's an odd thing, isn't it? That I actually kind of want to find out what happens to the jellyfish. I want to find out what the story is, how things go. So yeah, maybe I'll keep playing. I don't always keep playing the games that I pick up for the series, but this one's interesting, and it's easy enough to play. You know, I could see myself playing it, you know, a couple of minutes a day or something, and you know, just sort of getting past it, and yeah, very interesting game. So thanks again for joining me on another, I almost said Steam Graveyard. That was the old title of the show. Thanks for joining me on a Secret Games on Steam. Or is it of Steam? I think it's on Steam, yeah. So Secret Games on Steam. That's the new title. You get it straight and I'll get it straight. If you liked the episode and if you like the series, then please subscribe. There's new videos every Saturday. But until next time, I will see you later. Bye for now.